Okay. Okay. Come on, thing, load. God, I'm sleepy. Let's make it public. There we go. Hey guys, I'm gonna pull up the stream on here. That way, let me just check to make sure the volume. Oh, not that. I meant to make sure it was turned off, not turned on. Okay. Cancel. I said cancel. Sorry, I'm trying to pull this thing up. There we go. Okay, who's in? Yeah. Hey, yeah, it has been a while. A bunch of stuff going on, obviously. You guys know what's been going on. And, yeah. Because I'm assuming you guys have, watched the videos where I've been giving you guys updates. Let's see. What could we talk about? What anime you guys want to talk about? And I know, I haven't worked on some of the shows in forever because I went and looked, and there were quite a bit of playlists that only had like maybe 1 or 2 videos in them. Many of them were the when I did the contest thingy where I had picked 4 shows to do the first episode of, and whichever one got the most subscribers or whatever was the one I would continue. A bunch of those are the ones that didn't get picked. I do know I need to work on Akame ga Kill. I know that because that one won. Never seen that. If you're talking about animated movies in general, the ones that I guess would be closest to anime would be like Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away. I've seen those. I've even read the book for Howl's Moving Castle, but I don't think it was as good as the movie, to be honest. Because I got a little bit confused reading the book. But, yeah. I have also seen, shoot, which one was it? The first My Hero Academia movie. I watched that with Travis, and yeah, I'd rather not talk about him. I still don't understand why he did what he did, which is, well, obviously breaking up with me. Because, like I said, it's just out of the blue. If he had talked to me about this, when he started feeling that way, maybe we could have tried to work on it, and if it wasn't salvageable, we could have broken up and been fine. But no, he waited and pulled the stunt on me over, let's see, he started feeling this way on the 4th of July, so about 7 months almost. Or maybe 7, 8 months, I'm not sure. But no, that's what hurts, because he waited and strung me along like that. So yeah, not gonna be friends with him if that's the case. I never heard of them. Oh, for any of you guys that are new to the channel, If you want to, support the channel, you can go on Patreon. I'd recommend subscribing, because subscribing is free, obviously. I'd hate to see it get to the point where they make subscribing cost money. I hope to God YouTube doesn't do that, because if they do, then that's bad news for creators, because most people are not going to pay. Yeah, I didn't even expect that to happen. I was at work when that happened. I read it, the first text, and I was like, wait, is he saying what I think he's saying? And I was really hoping he wasn't, because yes, I've kind of been a little iffy on the relationship, because when it comes to it, I was the one putting in all the work. I was the one wanting to spend time with him. I was the one who usually would initiate a text conversation. I was the one, like, for Christmas, birthdays, whatever, I would get him something. But then again, he does that to his entire family, not just me, so. But yeah, I was the one putting the effort, and if he didn't, I told him essentially at one point, if you really do love me, then you need to show it, because if you don't, then we just need to end it, because if you don't love me, then why be in a relationship with me? And whenever I would put that kind of text up, he never would reply to it. I don't get it. I don't get why he couldn't have just talked to me about it, and, we could have tried to work it out, and if we couldn't, then, fine. Because I know not all relationships last, and I wanted it to work because, 1, it was my first. 2, I actually do love him, but apparently he doesn't. At least not being in love with me, but whatever. But it's the fact that he just strung me along for those 7 months, making me think that he still did feel the same way. That's what hurts. Anyway, like I was saying, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd recommend doing so, or you could, if you want to do any kind of money-related help with the channel, there's Patreon, there's Super Chats, there's the channel memberships, which is, the cheapest one is $2.10. No, $2.99, I'm sorry, $2.99 is the cheapest. I get $2.10. But, yeah, that's all optional. You guys don't have to. But I figured I'd let you guys know the options are there. Anyway, what anime do you guys want to talk about? Let's get away from the topic of my breakup. Because I'd really rather not think about it. Because, yeah. I just wish she would have come to me, but anyway, let's forget about it. Let's forget about it. I don't want to talk about it. Because, yeah. If any of you guys are from his family and you're watching this, he messed up. He messed up big time. And you guys can tell him that. Because, yeah. Screw you. Could have just talked to me about it. But no. You decided to avoid the idea and pull that little stunt. But anyway, I'm getting myself back on the freaking topic when I'm trying to get off it. Anyway, shoot, what else? Anyway, what anime you guys want to talk about? There's, like I said, a bunch of anime that I'm really wanting to pick up as they come out, because some of them are still coming out in the spring, some of them are coming out in the summer. A bunch of them are coming out in the spring that I really want to do, like Dr. Stone, I think, for example, is, or maybe that's in summer, I'm not sure. Attack on Titan, the Season 4 Part 3 is going to be coming out soon. But Fury's already out, so I need to work on that. Shoot. I still have to work on more The Ice Guy and His Cool Female Companion. Cool Female Coworker. I cannot talk right. And then there's, a bunch of them that I really want to try out. There's one called, shoot. I think it's called Sacrificial Princess and the Beast King or something like that. I can't remember, but it's supposed to be a romance anime, and I thought that might be cute. Aw, thank you. But yeah, I need to actually ask my mom something about that, because I was thinking about it on our way home from his mother's funeral, because she passed away and we were having the funeral today. That's why I didn't get anything uploaded until later on in the day, because I was at that. And Yeah, you guys know stage 4 is supposed to be when the cancer, I think it was the word, metastasizes and spreads through the body. Wouldn't you think that if it spreads somewhere, that it should be the same type of cancer? Because, like, whatever type of cancer you have in, like, I don't know, the kidneys, for example, if it spreads to, like, I don't know, the bladder, for example, then it should be the same thing in both spots, right? Isn't that how it works? But the thing of it is, there's 2 different cancers in him. One different one in his brain, one in the lung, I think. I think there's supposed to be something in the lung, but I don't know. But if it's the same thing, or if it's 2 different things, then it shouldn't be in stage 4 yet, right? I'm assuming some of you guys have relatives who have had cancer, so you probably have first-hand knowledge on this. But shouldn't that be the case? So maybe he's not in stage 4? Because as far as I know, those are the only 2 spots that have found anything. So, I don't know. Maybe he isn't in stage 4? So maybe they caught it before it hit stage 4? Which means he might have a better chance. I hope. And the funny thing is that they checked the tumor before he left the hospital and when he came recently at a doctor's appointment. And the steroid medicine he's been taking has shrunk it. It went from, I think, 8.6 centimeters to, I think, 6 centimeters, so it's gotten smaller. So, we got some hope on that, but like I said, it shouldn't be the same cancer if it's spread, because if it was a lung cancer, and it went to his brain, shouldn't it be the same thing in the brain and the lung? Right? Right? Someone please confirm whether or not that should be the case, because it makes sense. Sorry. I have heard of the anime Rent-A-Girlfriend, but I haven't seen it. I don't know whether it'd be something good to try or not. Because usually I'll pick an anime that sounds like I would like it. And if it's something that you guys suggest, it's either I'm gonna like it, or I'm gonna be And that's usually what happens with the anime I pick, too. Because, I mean, I picked up Pre-Tier, and I was like, Same with Lucky Star. I'm not really that big of a fan of it. Sorry. And that goes for Monster Rancher, too. They're not bad. It's just not my cup of tea. But actually, I do need to work on more Monster Rancher now that I think about it. I've got a day off on Monday, and I have a night shift on Tuesday, so I do have time to work on some of that stuff. So I'll probably try and do it this weekend, but with the kids at the house over the weekend, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get done. Gamers? What about gamers? What do you what? I'm sorry, I'm confused. What do you mean by gamers? Is there an anime called Gamers, or what? What are you talking about? I'm very confused. Very, very confused. Hang on, guys. Okay. Sorry about that, I got an email and I was replying to it real quick. But yeah, I don't get what you mean by gamers. I'm sorry. I don't know about you guys, but one YouTube channel that I do watch, it's not really anything, it's more way out of my comfort zone, but I was watching it when the whole, Suzy Lu thing happened, like, I think it was last year or the year before, The Quartering, and I've been watching his whole coverage of the whole Eliza Blue thing, and I'm like, why is she even trying to take those things down in the first place? Because no one really cared that they were there in the first place until she made a big deal out of it. And now people are trying to go... If she hadn't made a big deal out of it in the first place, nobody would be questioning her at this point. But, yeah. Anyway, the reason I brought that up is because I was actually checking her, the Social Blade for her Twitter, and her follower count keeps going down. Slowly, at times, but surely. And I'm like, yeah, this is what happens when you try and make a big deal out of nothing, it gives back and bites you. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I might look and see if I can find it. I might check it. I might see what it, what the plot is, and see if I want to try it out. What?
I want my tablet.
Hold on a second. Hang on 1 second. Here. Should be at 100%. Sorry about that. Anyway, but yeah, I will check it out and see what the plot is and see if I want to try it out. But if I do decide to try it out, it's gonna have to go on my list because I've got way too much stuff to picked up at the moment. Yeah, I had never watched Susie Lou's videos. I did check some of them out with this whole that controversy going on with her, because it kind of pertained to my content as well, because she does anime reactions, but unlike me, she puts them all up on her YouTube channel, which is a very, very dangerous thing, because they might sit there being fine for a while, and then boom, they get hit by a copyright strike. And yeah. But anyway, her reactions are really not really reactions. She just sits there like this. Almost the whole entire time, and occasionally saying something or laughing or something. It's not entertaining, so I never watched her stuff. But yeah, I was keeping track of that when I don't know how I ran across the whole controversy or anything. Maybe I got recommended something, I don't know. But I found it, and I was watching it through the whole thing, the whole controversy, and then that died down. And then I just continued to check out the quartering stuff. And I think tipster stuff too, but it's been a while since I've looked at this channel. But yeah, the quartering was the one I was watching more. I wasn't watching, obviously, all his videos, but the ones that kind of got my attention subject matter-wise, I did watch them. And he does do his research, I will tell him that. He does good research. But yeah, anyway, shoot. Trying to think of something that we could discuss. Oh, that's nice of you to say. It's good to have actual support. I'm just not sure what we're going to be doing when it comes to bills, because he's supposed to go to the chemo doctor and talk about all that on Monday. And as far as we know, he's not going to be able to, 1, drive for a while, and 2, he's not going to be able to work, and that was our main source of income. I don't know what we're going to do, because between me and my brother, we probably don't make enough to cover all the bills and still have money left over. I don't know. So I really don't know what we're going to do money-wise. That's why I've been trying to, I've been kind of, suggesting, like, the channel memberships and everything a little more than I should, because every little bit helps, because that money is going to go straight to the bills. But then even then, I have to get at least $100, and $100 might not make much. It might go towards, groceries, but yeah. Anyway, I'm at, like, halfway to my, to being able to get a payment. So, I mean, it's faster than I thought I would get. But yeah, that's why I was pushing the super chats and the channel memberships. Because we need help. I don't know what we're gonna do. I really don't. Heck, I would pick up my dad's painting business, but 1, I don't know the first thing about painting. 2, I can't drive. 3, I wouldn't be able to, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to do it. But someone needs to pick it up, because, like I said, that was our main source of income, and whether we know it or not, we got a decent amount of money paying our bills, considering he was the only one earning money, because my mom hasn't gone back to work since she was fired back in 2020 before all the layoffs and everything happened. Which is sucky. But, yeah. me, my brother are the only ones working here at the moment. So I don't know what we're going to do. Because, I mean, I only earn like $11.75 an hour. And I don't always get a lot of hours. So, yeah, like I said, I don't really know what we're going to do. We do need to earn some money quick, but I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. And I know it's stressing my mom out. I hate that. Because when she gets upset, she starts crying and starts yelling at people. And I know it's because, you know, she's worried about my dad, the bills, everything. And I don't want to see her stressed out, so I do help out with the bills, but eventually our savings and stuff is going to run out. And then we're essentially living paycheck to paycheck. So, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to have to figure out which shows to finish because I got a lot to work on. And I'm hoping that, let me look at my schedule again. Just so I can get an idea of, I think most of my shifts are night shifts, so I will be able to work on stuff because I'd rather have night shifts on the weekdays because that way I can get stuff done during the day while my nephews are at school during the weekdays, and then when they get off the bus, I usually will go into work, and then I'll have some stuff done. Let me see. I'm off Monday, Thursday of this coming week, and then I'm off the 15th, 16th, and 17th, but I'm going to probably spend most of that time with my friend because we haven't gotten to hang out in a while because of all this stuff going on. And I've gotten her into anime, and we are going to be binging some shows. I'm hoping to at least finish season 1 of Attack on Titan. At least finish season 2 of My Hero Academia. Shoot. What else? Get a decent, finish season 1 maybe of Dr. Stone. And maybe I'll get her into something else, but yeah. But yeah, all my shifts are night shifts except for my shift on the 11th, which is a morning shift. But that's the 8th is also a morning shift. The one on Saturday is a short one. But I have to open on the 8th. So most of my shifts that I have to work are night shifts. So I do have some time to be able to work on stuff. I just gotta get myself motivated to do it because usually I will try to get stuff done, but then I get distracted and I just sit here and I'm like, I don't feel like doing anything. I'm just gonna sit here and do nothing. And that usually happens because, well, I can't be expected to work on it every single second of every day because that ends up a burnout, and I don't want that. But, yeah. So I'm just gonna try and work on as much as I can. Let's see. Within reason, of course. I think this was... I think this was the last one. Okay. I'll work on this. But yeah, that's why, like I said, that's why I've been pushing the channel memberships, the super chats, the Patreon. All that stuff is because, like I said, I don't know what we're going to do about money, and every little bit will help. But I'm worried it's not going to be enough. Because the only way it will be enough is if I somehow am able to go full-time doing this whole YouTube thing. And I don't expect to be able to do that for at least probably 5 or so years. Because I just got monetized. There is no way I'm going to be able to go that big, that fast. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. It'd be nice, but I don't expect, I'd be shocked. I'd be like, what is this madness? Is this a Twilight Zone or something where something impossible happens very quickly? Because, yeah, that's not happening. Let's see. Anyway, shoot, anime you guys want to talk about. And before you ask, this is Diet Dr. Pepper. It's not regular soda. Shoot. But yeah, that was one of the anime that I want to pick up, was The Sacrificial Princess and The Beast King, I think that's what its name was, what the title was. That's one I want to pick up. I do kind of want to pick up Chillin' in My 30s, because I got fired from the Demon Lord's army or something like that, but I think that's only subbed at the moment. And I think that the same goes for Reborn to Master the Blade as well. I think that one is also subbed only, which sucks, because I want to check out both. But like I said, I gotta finish some shows first. That's gonna be hard to do. Let's see. What was I getting ready to do? I was getting ready to do something, and then I got distracted again, and, well, yeah, it happens. I get distracted, and I forget what I'm doing. Okay, I got some views for this so far. But yeah, I kind of wish there was more Dragon Ball Z Abridged, because this got me, shoot. It originally got me to about 17 subscribers and a whole heck of a lot of views and watch time. But no revenue, because all that went to Team 4-Star, which is fine. For those of you that are actually in the stream, looks like there's 5 people. I don't know if that's including me or not. But, wait. The second one, the title sounds familiar. I've only heard of the title, but the first one, never heard of it. But, there's a lot of anime out there, and there's probably no way I'm going to be able to cover it all, because there are going to be some that I am not going to like. But, yeah. I'm hoping to... Oh, what I was trying to say is, for those of you in the stream, if you've actually been keeping track on my channel, you guys know I do light novels as well. Which one out of the ones I'm currently doing would you guys like to see more of? Because those not only get me revenue, they only give me not only give me watch time, but they give me some revenue as well. Which would you guys want to see me continue more? I want to be able to do one that you guys actually will listen to. Because, like I said, if there's no need in me doing a bunch of shows, it's not going to get views. Because that's not going to help. But I just want to get y'all's opinion on that. Let's see. Guys. Sorry, I'm replying to an email right now. Never heard of that. There's some weird titles out there. But then again, there's probably weirder out there. It's just random. I never heard of that one. Done. I got one more. Just so you guys know, this is actually a roleplay post. I've actually gotten into contact with this person again. They had, their life was busy, so they had to put it on hold. And now they can do it again. That makes sense, considering we just had the freezing rain, but then again, we had the ice storm earlier. Or no, winter storm earlier in, January, I think. And yeah, that was not fun. I had to open during that day. It was freaking cold. I had never encountered negative wind chill before. But yeah, that makes sense. I don't blame them. I don't mind. Shit. Anyway, I'm trying to get this replied to real quick so I can send it and wait on the next one. Okay, got it sent. Okay. But yeah, that's fine. That is completely fine. Shoot, what can I talk about? I'm sorry, I've been kind of delaying it a little bit. I don't know why. I just keep getting distracted, and my mind goes to different things, and it's hard to keep myself focused on one thing because my mind is just racing with different ideas or different thoughts of things I could do, and stuff like that, and stuff with going on with home and stuff. But yeah, like I said, I know I said I was going to stay away from this topic, but I don't get what is going on with my former fiance. I swear to God, if it's some stupid prank that he is pulling, it shouldn't be a prank because I don't think he would do that. I don't think he would cheat, so there shouldn't be any, because from what his sister said, he is a very loyal person. She would notice anyway if he brought someone over to the house that wasn't me. I think that's out of the question. So I don't know. Only thing I can think of is if I asked her if she could talk to him, because obviously I can't talk to him, and I kind of don't really want to talk to him right now. And I'm thinking that if he outright denies sending those texts, then I'm assuming she'll have him show her his phone, and if it doesn't have the text in it, then it's either he deleted them or I don't know, can his phone get hacked or something? Because the texts that I got were of things we had talked about, so I don't think it would have been someone hacking him. And if he doesn't deny it, then I'm sure she's going to tear him a new one asking him what the freak is wrong with you and stuff. But he's not going to probably talk about it because he doesn't talk about his feelings. He's very stubborn. He doesn't talk about his feelings. He keeps that to himself, essentially. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know, and I need to get away from this topic. Or else I'm going to rant, and I don't want this to be a rant about my stupid relationship ending. Which I still can't believe that happened. I mean, I was kind of thinking that this might happen because, like I said, this has kind of been building at this point to where I don't know how to explain it, but like I said, I'd give him ultimatums and tell him that if you do actually, love me like that, then you gotta show it, because words ain't gonna be enough. You can make all the promises you want, and it ain't gonna mean a thing if you don't keep them. So I figured actions speak louder than words, and he would never reply to those kinds of texts. Well, then again, he doesn't really reply to text much anyway, because he says he'd be, watching TV or something, and he'd hear his phone go off, and he'd be, busy. If he's playing video games, he'll forget about it while he's playing, because he can't really stop playing if it's, online thing, and he'd forget he had the text. Because apparently he does this not only to me, he does that to everybody else. And, yeah, I don't know anymore. Anyway, I need to get off this topic. I just want to talk about it, though. Because it just doesn't make any sense to me. Because if he wasn't in love with me the whole relationship, because I'm assuming that was the case, because he said had only ever been in love with one person, and she broke his heart. So that means that he was never in love with me in that way. Which makes me wonder, why put yourself through that kind of thing? Why put yourself through a relationship if you weren't into it? You know? Why torture yourself? And why put me through heartbreak too? It doesn't make any sense. Because if he cared about me, he wouldn't want to, wouldn't want to hurt me. But, I mean, it probably still would have hurt if he had brought this up right away, but we could have still worked it out. But nope. Nope. He burned that bridge right there. Ugh! I keep saying I'm gonna stop talking about it, and I keep talking about it! I'm sorry, guys, you guys do not need to hear about my relationship stuff. That's something I've got to deal with. I imagine most people have left by this point. Oh, no, there's still people. Anyway, what kind of anime you guys want to talk about? Because, like I said, this is supposed to be about talking about anime. And, okay, what happened in the last episode? Oh, I guess I could talk about the latest My Hero Academia episode, for the dub anyway. I figured they were going to try and break All For One out of that prison, though I wasn't sure if they would even be able to. Actually, what am I saying? They probably would have been able to do it, it just would have been a matter of how long it would have taken. Because, as far as we know, the only person who'd probably be able to take down those Nomu and Shigaraki would have been All For One himself, because All Might can't do squat at this point, and Deku and the others are just recovering from this whole thing, so they ain't in any position to do anything. And if they can't handle it, then nobody else can. In that country, anyway. There might be some in other countries, but they can't get to them right now. So it was just a matter of when that was going to happen. I wasn't expecting to see, and yet at the same time I should have, Muscular and Moonfish there as well. Though, I am wondering, who is the girl with the lavender blue hair that let Overhaul out? Who was that? Was that someone we've seen before, or is that a new character? Because I have no idea. But, yeah. I don't get why Overhaul is there. Yes, he did awful things, of course, but his quirk was in his hands, and he no longer has his hands. And I don't think that it would work if he had a prosthetic limb, because it would have to be, his blood, right? Or whatever, so it wouldn't work with a prosthetic limb, right? Am I wrong? So if it wouldn't work with the prosthetic limb, then he would still be able to do squat, essentially. But, yeah, he can't do anything to anybody. He could probably still try and attack somebody, but he wouldn't be able to use his quirk. So, why keep him there? And now that I'm thinking about it, where is Stain in all this? Because last we saw him, he was sent to a villain hospital to get his injuries taken care of. And then I'm assuming he was sent to jail. But, was he sent to Tartarus? Or was he sent to a regular villain jail? Though actually, never mind, it doesn't matter because whichever one he was sent to, he most likely got out, because the people at Tartarus got out, and then they started ransacking all the other prisons to get more villains, so he probably would have gotten out anyway. Which makes me wonder, what's going to happen with that, because Stain does not agree with all the things that Shigaraki's trying to do. That's why, whole reason why he didn't team up with them in the first place. All Stain wants to do is get rid of fake heroes. Because heroes are supposed to be there to protect people and keep bad guys, from causing harm. They're not there for the fame and fortune and stuff. So, yeah. Makes me wonder what'll happen with all that, because this could get interesting. And I'm still terrified because there could be still people who die. Because I hate that we lost Midnight. I hate that. And my former fiance's niece had spoiled that for me. And I had actually told her, don't mention it, because I haven't gotten to that point. But she mentioned it anyway, so thanks a lot. Anyway, yeah, that is not who I expected to die, to be honest. To be honest, I don't know who I expected to die out of all the heroes, because we've already seen some one-time heroes on screen die because of decay, and, I mean, I assume they had to get rid of a more well-known character in the hero department, because they got rid of twice. I don't know. I don't know who they could have gotten rid of. But I'm glad it wasn't any of the other characters that we have, or any of the students. That would have been bad. Oh, actually, speaking of the students, apparently I was told in the comments that I had asked why they were all wiped from the record is because apparently that was illegal for them to do that. But don't they all have their provisional hero licenses? Isn't this essentially what they would have to do in this kind of situation? And even if it's not, and it's just like evacuations and stuff, wouldn't they just give credit to the ones who did the evacuating or whatever? Or did they not do that because it probably would have gone, people would have questioned, wait, why were these students here and not all the others helping with evacuations? Because that would have drawn more attention to it, I guess. Actually, I probably answered my own question. I probably just answered my own question. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, I don't get why Overhaul was there. The others I do know why they were there, because they were still a threat. And now I am terrified because All For One is now out. And Shigaraki was hard enough to deal with on his own. All For One as well, that's not good. That is not good at all. All Might barely beat that guy. And he wasn't even at full power. Oh dear. Then again, All Might didn't have the access to the other quirks. If he did, he probably would have beat him no problem. Probably would have killed him. Which he probably still wouldn't have done, but, you know. But still, if he had access to the other quirks like Float or Black Whip or, what's the newest one? Danger Sense? But yeah, if he had access to those other quirks, or even the ones that we haven't seen yet, nobody would have been able to stop him. Nobody would have been able to stand up against All Might. Because, yeah, imagine going after some guy without, like, quirks. But, yeah, Deku might have a chance at beating All For One, because not only does he have the strength power that All Might had, although he can't use the full power yet without injuring himself. Hopefully he'll be able to get to that point at some point. But he also has access to Black Whip, Float, and now Danger Sense. So, and he has decent amount of control, if not full control, over Float and Black Whip. Danger Sense he's still trying to deal with. But, yeah, he might have a better chance at taking down All For One once and for all. I don't know if he'd kill him, but that would probably be the best solution, to be honest. Because you can't throw him in the prison anymore because, one, the prison's been destroyed. Two, they saw that he would eventually have gotten out because there were bad enough villains that got him out, so why give him the opportunity, essentially? But I don't think Deku would do that. Then again, he has said that All For One's probably the one villain he would never forgive. So, I don't know. Maybe he would. Maybe he would if it meant nobody else would get hurt. Maybe. But then again, I think that would be justified, to be honest. Because sometimes you have to do that. In order to... in this situation, that probably at the end would justify... No, the end would justify the means. No, it'd be the means... whatever. It would be justified, essentially, if he had to take a life. That would be the one life that it would make sense. But the problem would be, would he do it? Do you guys think that if given the opportunity, do you think Deku would kill All For One? Or do you think he would spare him? That would be the stupid thing to do, to be honest, because like I said, they have no way of keeping track of him, and they really don't need him getting out, because he'll just go after Deku again. And anybody else he cares about. Because he'd still be after One For All. Where did everybody go? I lost 3 people. Anyway, but yeah, that's what I essentially had to say on that. Oh, and I love how Bakugo's got some character development. Not only that he is working together with other people without putting up much of a fuss, but he actually, I think he's kind of gonna be less harsh with Deku over time. I don't think he'll lose his angry disposition, but I think he'd be less likely to insult or get angry at Deku because he knows that Deku's their only hope at this point. Because, yeah, he's the only one who might have a chance against All For One. Because Endeavor can't. He's in freaking critical condition at this point. Oh, speaking of that, yeah, like I said, there's that episode, we get to see, I think they got Rei out of the psych ward. And I don't know why. Maybe they either thought she was ready to get out, or they actually asked her to come so they could talk some sense into Endeavor or something. Or either that or the psych ward got attacked and they just got her out. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out next episode. Actually, we should find out next episode. Because, yeah, that should be what pops up in that episode. Because that's where the episode ended. No, that's not where the episode ended. That was close. No, the episode ended when Bakugo was trying to get to where Midoriya was at. And the others were trying to stop him because he shouldn't be out of bed. But, yeah, it makes sense that Midoriya is still out of it and not waking up. Because he not only had to deal with his body using float for the first time, but Danger Sense popping up as well, and I'm assuming that gave him a freaking migraine every time that popped up. Which, that would suck. Hopefully he can find a way to deal with that. But, yeah, what he put his body through, multiple beatings with full power, one for all hits, on his arms and his legs. I'll be very shocked if he could walk and use his arms after this. Because the doctor said that if he kept doing it like that with his arms, he wouldn't even be able to use them. Or even move them, I should say. So, I don't know what would have to happen in order to be able to allow him to use them again. And if I'm boring you guys, just let me know. Let me know if you want to talk about something else. I'm tired. Well, then again, I had a funeral to go to earlier today, and we left about 8:30. We didn't get out of there until we didn't get out of the church until probably about 12:30. And thankfully, at the cemetery itself, it didn't probably take 5 minutes. So, yeah, I was there for probably 4 hours. That was tiring, and I don't know if that was supposed to happen, but when they did the rosary, because it was a Catholic funeral, it felt like it kept repeating itself, the same different things over and over again in the rosary. Even my brother said it felt like it was in a time loop with that, because it kept repeating itself, and it wasn't going to end. Is it supposed to happen like that? Or, I would assume it does, because nobody was questioning it. Then again, I never grew up Catholic. I didn't grow up with any religion, to be honest. But, yeah, so I don't know if that was normal. I'm assuming it's normal, because, like I said, nobody was questioning it. Well, except for my brother, but then again, we weren't raised Catholic. But, yeah, we had to deal with that today. So, yeah. Anyway, is there anything else you guys want to talk about anime-wise? Like, any of the new episodes that came out of the shows, or anything that I've actually gotten to? I'm sleepy. I'm very sleepy. I actually do need to edit the other, yeah, speaking of time loop, I do have to edit the second part for, the book reading for the 7th time loop. And the reason I started that one is because I remember buying it, thinking it would sound good, and then, I just wanted to read it. I just wanted to read it, but I wanted to record it at the same time because you guys would get my genuine reactions to some of the stuff when I would do that. But, but yeah, I did 2 recordings for it. I need to work on a bunch of stuff today. Or no, I need to work on a bunch of stuff over the course of at least a few weeks. And even forever, I should say. Because I don't think I'm ever going to run out of stuff to do. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of shorts I can make, because the shorts involving the hidden window, those got a ton of views. Heck, the first one got over 1,600 views. The second one got over 2,000. I was like, good lord, what was so interesting about that? Though the third one barely hit like 68 views, so yeah. I just don't know what kind of shorts to make. I can't really do anything involving the reactions because that would risk copyright. So it's going to be difficult to find shorts that would actually fit with this niche. Let's see. Good God, I think you guys have seen me yawn like 4 times in the span of 10 minutes. That's how tired I'm always tired. I hate that. Oh, it's getting close to where these big spikes of views are going to go bye-bye in my real time. Because I have over 4,000 views in the past 2 days on my, my analytics right now. And that first big spike was over 1,000 views. So that's going to go away, and the next big spike, which happened yesterday, has over 2,000. So all that's going to go away. Hey, John. Oh, I noticed you joined my Instagram. That's nice. I don't really use it. I don't even know what I would use it for, to be honest. Yeah, I just told you. Yeah, I noticed that earlier because I got a notification for it. But I don't even know what I will put on my Instagram, to be honest. It's already past 5 something, so maybe she's off of work. Yeah, it's already past 6, so maybe she's off work by now. I would assume that, hang on, let me see. Maybe she'll be off work around 7, I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking about another person I'm role-playing with. I got 3 role-plays going for that, and I'm excited for all 3. Oh, my eyes are burning. Anyway, what do you guys want to talk about? Oh boy, they are getting very close to that episode. I think it's episode 8. The one that, you know, shocked everybody. Maybe not everybody. Obviously the people who haven't read the manga, of course. That's good, but yeah, I can't wait for the next one, but I know it's going to end up being delayed, but that is fine. They need to take all the time they need. Because that can wait. Regular lives do matter more in that instance. Anyway, what should I work on? What should I work on tonight? I don't know. I got a lot to do. And not enough time to do it. Not enough hours in the day. And I can't go without sleep. That would be even worse. Oh, this is stream. Okay. Anyway, like I said, for those of you who just joined the stream, the reason I've been pushing the channel memberships and everything is because we're going to be having some financial issues on my end. Because our main source of income was my father's painting service, and he can't work at the moment for who knows how long. So we're going to be a little tight for money. So that's why I was trying to get people to do it, even if it ends up being the cheapest ones. And that goes for super chats as well, but oh, I hate blurry vision so much. What are y'all doing in there? This is why I can never get anything recorded. Especially the light novel readings because of them. They like to play in the hallway for some reason, which is right outside my room. And if I can hear it, then this mic will pick it up, and I can't edit that stuff out. So yeah, that's why I try and get them to not do that. Anyway, what time? How long have I been streaming? Almost an hour. I hate to say it, but I might have to end this stream right now. I've got stuff I need to work on. I might need to go and find myself something. I don't know how to eat for dinner or something, I don't know. Or I do know I need to get some